Hello there. My name is May Oswald. A long time ago, it's ancient history now by internet reckoning, I was responsible for a rage face. It was all the hotness way back in the day, right? 10 years ago, rage faces were just sort of like a low effort, mostly black and white, usually MS Paint pixelated doodles. People who were clever could, come in and make some clever jokes out of them, out of the faces that people provided. And I was one of those people that provided one of those faces. It is known as the Me Gusta face. Here is the official word on the original authored intent of what that face represents. The Me Gusta face is a representation of some sort of sick, twisted perversion that the sicko is deriving pleasure from. That is the official version of what I think that face represents. Whatever's going on in that person's head, it's not family friendly. The actual creation of the Me Gusta face, unfortunately, doesn't have a really interesting backstory. Like I had just explained, drawing silly faces, just a circle and some weird eyes and a weird mouth, is just something I do to pass the time. And that was just another day where I was on MS Paint, bored, doodling away. And the official story back then was I was encouraged by this friend who I just mentioned earlier to post it online. That was an absolute fabrication because I was embarrassed about what the actual truth was. But in the spirit of this being, 10 years old, and this is just ancient history now, I think it's time I come clean and we get the real story.
Get in, loser!
When the Me Gusta face was created, and I saw that it was awful and had great virability potential, possibly based on the fact that I had seen similar faces rise to prominence on 4chan, I thought to myself that I was going to force this thing to become a meme. I can make this happen. I've seen it happen on 4chan plenty of times. I'm going to try and repeat that success. This friend, who I previously stated encouraged me to post it, did not encourage me to post it. I went in with the intention of this thing going viral, and I came armed to the teeth with a plan, right? So here was the plan. Oftentimes when a new rage face was coming out in 4chan at that time, how the thread would happen is there would just be the face, and then with the colorful language of 4chan, there would be the equivalent of, hey, new rage face just dropped. And so my intention was to do the exact same thing. Hey, new rage face just dropped. Post the image. But what I intended to come in with about 2 or 3 example comics, kind of to get out there sort of what I was intending this face to be used for, right? I am going to just preface this with a content warning because there really isn't an English word equivalent for a word that was used in 4chan at the time, because this is the ultimate crime in 4chan, is to be convicted as a same. And I had to make them distinct enough that they didn't look like my art. So I post the first comic, and I think much to my surprise, someone posted a very low effort, probably horrible comic. My brave ultimate weapon that I had after I was running out of comics to post was I was going to accuse myself of being a same.
The legendary ultimate weapon?
And I had a response written proving that I was not, of course. I had a really well-written response to prove to everyone, like, evidence, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, this is clearly not the same person. But much to my surprise, I don't remember the details, but someone actually came to my defense after I accused myself of being the same person. And from that point forward, to bed, woke up the next day, there were hundreds of comics in that thread the next day. There's the true juicy story. I've finally come clean after all these years. I do not remember specifically when I encountered them outside of 4chan. I remember seeing it somewhere on Reddit, and probably just I don't remember what the subreddit was, but it was the subreddit. It was like FFFFFUUUU. That was the official Rage Comics subreddit. As for my reaction, it was mostly excellent, all according to plan. Ha ha ha. That's a very exciting feeling at first, to see something you were responsible for, regardless of your feelings for it, the actual image itself. It's exciting to see something that you were responsible for. I'm personally content to have this chapter of my life closed and to move on from it. If Me Gusta still brings people joy and they still want to share it and do whatever they want with it. That's wonderful. I think it's great. How I want it to be remembered, I hope just positively, and I hope it's not used for any further harm. I was very lucky to share a panel with Paul Vasquez, the Double Rainbow guy. I don't remember specifically what he said, but everyone in the audience, including all of the other panelists, were just completely wrapped in his speech. He had said something that called the internet like a plane, kind of like a plane of reality or something, which in a way, yeah, that's totally what it is. We're all a part of it. And I remember he thought it was so beautiful that everyone wanted to share in the beauty of the double rainbow with him. Memes are kind of like that. They can be a very positive, wonderful thing that we can use to relate to each other, bring us closer together. Can be used for great good and can also be used for propaganda and great harm and stuff. So be careful with them meme kids. Only get your memes from trusted sources.